was actually when I was working on an overnight shift. We admitted a patient with progressive lung cancer disease. He unfortunately had missed essential days of chemotherapy and radiation as he was unable to access the clinic due to the wildfires.
For me, the urgency of climate action became clear when I saw how passionate my own daughter is about this issue.
Climate change is the biggest threat to human health in the 21st century.
The core mission of everyone who works in healthcare is simple: to help people and communities stay healthy, to heal the injured, to prevent and cure disease. To accomplish this mission, we must safeguard the health of our planet. CO2 emissions are causing concerning shifts in climate. Heat, food, and water insecurity and pollution directly impact human health. Addressing these growing risks requires everyone to work together, and that includes healthcare. In fact, I believe those of us working in healthcare have a special obligation to be role models for this effort. At Siemens Healthineers, we are determined to transform our industry into a force which keeps both people and our planet healthy. We at Siemens Healthineers will reduce CO2 emissions from our own operations by 90% by 2030 and empower our partners on this journey. There are lots of opportunities to deliver on this mission today. These range from small steps that increase awareness and engagement to elevated efforts like upgrading existing infrastructure and, as a final step, driving innovation on a comprehensive scale, making entire health services more sustainable. Let's team up and work together towards a sustainable tomorrow.
Sustainability in radiology begins with assessing our carbon footprint, then prioritizing key areas of improvement and engaging frontline workers so that sustainable practices can be implemented into daily operations. What we've done to realize our vision of green radiology is to install power meters on different high energy consuming equipment. These include MRIs, CTs, and PET imaging equipment in our department. We learned that simple strategies like switching MRIs to system off or even activating an innovative power saving mode overnight can significantly reduce energy consumption with little effort and no impact on patient care. This is a win-win. UCSF's goal is to achieve 90% decarbonization by 2045. We want to create a framework for radiology departments worldwide to transition towards a sustainable tomorrow together.
In radiation therapy, the energy use of a linear accelerator is significant. But the biggest carbon emissions actually come from patient travel because of the need for daily treatments, oftentimes for up to 7 weeks. There's no disputing that climate change poses major risks for cancer incidence, cancer care delivery, and cancer outcomes. The number one thing to do around climate change is to talk about climate change. We have integrated that into our department by beginning to form teams and actually host meetings where we think about sustainability measures that we can implement in a reasonable fashion within our department and within the decisions we make every single day. At UCSF, we embrace the 4 R's framework. The 4 R's are reduce, reuse, recycle, and rethink. Rethink is the most important. Things like steps to reduce patient travel by reducing the number of radiotherapy treatment days, or even thinking about the use of telemedicine when appropriate. And by working with technology companies to develop more energy-efficient radiotherapy machines, we can also rethink our current practices. We've achieved a lot, but we know that this challenge is ongoing.
Our department set an audacious goal to become the world's first carbon-neutral radiology department. We found that midfield MRI, leveraging artificial intelligence for image reconstruction, can often achieve an accurate diagnosis using less physical space, less power, less helium, and less natural resources overall. Modifications to production and procurement and life cycle technology can also generate short-term gains. For example, using sustainable transport mechanisms to deliver devices across geographies, or enhancing in-place upgrade pathways for medical imaging equipment. Upgradability of medical equipment is absolutely essential for prolonging product lifetime and conserving resources. It enables efficient adaptation to technological advancement, optimizes system operations for maximum efficiency throughout the lifetime of an instrument.
Water scarcity, energy shortages, increased costs of materials and operations, all of this makes it more difficult to keep our services accessible for those who need them. Regulations and reporting requirements for greenhouse emission can be complex, and it is hard to reduce your carbon footprint if you aren't able to accurately calculate what it is. This is where we turn to Siemens Healthineers for help. They replace our previous system configuration in our diagnostic lab in Malaysia with a telecast solution analyzers and smart automation. It enables us to reduce our water consumption by more than half. That is more than 175,000 liters of fresh water saved. This represents a cost saving for us. It reduces our energy consumption and it reduces our carbon footprint, helping to ensure that our services remain affordable to our clients. We achieve these savings without compromising on the performances of our lab. In fact, we even triple our testing capacity in peak workload times and achieve a 4 times faster turnaround time of result.
We want to become net zero by 2030. This short time frame helps us to display the significance and to focus on delivery. The capital costs of reducing emissions are significant, and raising money is fundamental. We have been successful in securing external funding, which has been fantastic and enabled us to carry out some great work. Our biggest achievement in emissions reduction has come from our work with anaesthetic gases. These projects reduce our emissions by over 4,000 tonnes per year, with no impact on patient care. One of our sites has 5 megawatts of solar panels. During the day, in the summer, it's completely off-grid and has saved over £1 million on energy costs in the first year. Our greatest source of emissions come from the equipment and consumables that we procure. That's why they represent our biggest opportunity. We work with our suppliers and contractors to reduce the impact these have. All of our procurements now have requirements for sustainability to be considered. Innovative technologies can often deliver multiple benefits. The Halcyon radiation therapy machines are a great example. We see not only an increased patient throughput, but also a significant reduction in electricity usage compared to the previous machines.
Here at Siemens Healthineers, we would like to partner with you, no matter if you want to do small steps or the giant leap. One first step towards sustainability is saving energy. We want to make it easy for you to save energy with our systems, for example, when they're not in use. That's why many of our MRI systems are equipped with an eco-power mode. It's a smart solution which ensures that cooling is only used when needed. As a healthcare provider, you often need to decide between investing in new technology or extending the lifetime of your existing equipment. We can help you to take the right decision for your situation by creating a customized technology roadmap for you. It considers multiple parameters like cost, quality of care, and resource consumption. And this helps you to find the most sustainable way into your future. We offer a range of opportunities to extend the lifetime of your fleet, from options that expand the functionality to whole system upgrades that can elevate your equipment to the next generation of hardware and software. As we all know, sustainability is becoming more important when investing in new technology. Here at Siemens Healthineers, We design products with sustainability in mind. In MRI, we are taking sustainability to an even higher level. We recently introduced our most sustainable platform, Magnetum Flow, our new helium-free 1.5 Tesla MRIs. Magnetum Flow contains only 0.7 liters of liquid helium, and it has a sealed-for-life magnet design, which means no helium refill is needed. In addition, a range of smart options helps to save energy. So compared to previous generations, Magnetum Flow saves up to 40% energy per year.
Technical innovation is the cornerstone of our collective journey towards sustainability in medical imaging. In the long run, energy efficiency needs to be included as a key metric in the design, in the deployment, and in the operation of medical imaging equipment.
Climate change demands a co-creation approach. Working closely with suppliers, partners, and our clinical staff, we understand each other's needs and capabilities. Together, we find innovative solutions to deliver better clinical care, reducing greenhouse gas emissions, and saving costs.
This kind of collaboration across our entire sector is essential if we are going to leave this planet in better shape for generations to come.
At Siemens Healthineers, we've set ourselves a big target: to reach net zero by 2050. To achieve this, we are reducing absolute greenhouse gas emissions in everything we do, not only in our own operations, but along the entire value chain. And we do this by working together with our suppliers and healthcare providers globally. A key lever for this is innovation. Saving energy, materials, and reducing CO2 emissions are top priorities as we create the next generation of sustainable products and services. Our expertise in circularity helps us preserve resources as well, whether it is reducing raw materials and waste or refurbishing imaging systems to a level as good as new. Join us as we drive change towards a sustainable tomorrow for our planet and all of us.